Musser, and I am a regional manager in our ITV division. Today, I'm here to talk with you guys about purpose. This is my purpose. Yeah, I'm pretty lucky. That's my little brother Max, and yes, he made that video himself. Obviously, Max has a huge personality. He is a very famous TikTok artist. You can catch him on Instagram Live. He has a YouTube channel. Follow. He loves the Carolina Panthers. He loves the Charlotte Hornets. His favorite artist is Pitbull. I mean, this guy is very well-rounded. I have been lucky enough because for the last 19 years of my life, I've gotten to have Max as my #1 fan. He makes me a better person. He makes me give 100%. He keeps me motivated. But something happened when I graduated from Ole Miss, moved to Nashville, and started working at Insight Global. Hey, Nashville. Max became an even bigger fan than I ever thought possible. For example, when the Women's Leadership Council was lucky enough to be featured in Fortune magazine, Max was pumped. He posted a video on his Instagram, and in the video, he's flipping through the pages of the magazine, and it's funny because I'm so tall that the way that the magazine edited the photo, I'm in the back and you can seriously barely see my face. It's like clouded out, but Max didn't care. He zoomed right in on my face and he said, "Likes for my sister is famous," and ended it with his famous hashtag, "It's lit." So what I've come to realize is, yes, I've been working at Insight Global for the last 5.5 years, and it means a lot to me. But Insight Global really means a lot to Max. When I was 6 months in, I had the opportunity to role play for a promotion with my regional manager and Bert Bean. And as a lot of the recruiters and the designees here today know, I had been practicing like crazy. I was going on 3 to 4 role plays, right, in the mornings and the afternoons. I was going on every single meeting that I could possibly make, running every full meeting. There was no doubt in my mind that this role play was going to go awesome. But the day of the role play, it didn't go well. In fact, it went pretty bad. And I'm about halfway through getting feedback from Bert when I realized that Max was going to call me that afternoon and he was going to ask me if I got promoted. So I couldn't tell him no. In this moment, I had to figure out what to do. This person, this like personal "why should I use you," came flying out of me. And to this moment, I remember this was the first time I actually realized what it felt like to sell. And I was giving Bert every single reason that he should promote me. I was begging him for an opportunity. I told him that if he gave me a shot, even though my role play wasn't that great, I would not let him down. And it really is an honor to be able to learn from Bert every day and to go to battle for him because he took a chance on me and he promoted me that day. So thank you, Bert. And I realized in that moment, okay, I got this, I know how to sell, but I also realized that I have Max. So I'm promoted to account manager, right? And obviously from my last story, maybe you can realize I wasn't totally prepared, but I was super excited and I was refusing to fail. So I jumped in. 3 months, I'm at 3K. 4 months, I'm at 4K. I'm kind of off to a hot start. But around 8 months, I'm still at 4K. 9 months, I'm still at 4K. Meanwhile, during this time, I promoted 2 recruiters to account management, both of which hit 10K and one hit 20 before I even hit 5. let's let that sink in, right? The 2 recruiters that I promoted to sales both hit 10K, and one hit 20 before I even hit 5. To be honest with you guys, that's when things started getting really hard. That's when I started making excuses. And I stopped giving 100%. I was giving 95. But the difference in that 5% had a huge impact on my career. It hit me, though, that I was going to be going home soon for the holidays, and Max was going to ask me his favorite question of the time. Did you hit 10K? He asked me that every day for a long time. So I was like, okay, I'm not going to hit 10K before I go home for the holidays, but I at least have to have a plan to tell this kid how I'm going to get there. So I came up with the 90-day countdown. My plan was, in 90 days, I was going to give 100% every single day, and I was going to hit 10K in spread. Right? I knew deep down, if I looked myself in the mirror, I wasn't giving 100% effort. I had the accounts. The only person who was responsible for my success was me. So I told Max about the 90-day countdown, and we made a pact. We were going to hit 10K in 90 days. But what I didn't tell him about that is that I decided if I didn't hit that goal, I was going to quit. So let the countdown begin. Day 90. I woke up that morning, and to give you guys a visual, I literally gone to the grocery store. You guys know the magnets that you can put on your fridge. Most people use them for a to-do list or a grocery list. I used mine for the 90-day countdown. So day 90, I woke up, and I peeled that number off, and I gave 100% that day. 89. 88. 87, 86. You guys, I was exhausted because giving 100% is hard, right? But I felt it working. Around day 45 or day 46, I really started to get my confidence back. I had been vulnerable enough to make enough mistakes to learn how to be the best salesperson possible. And things were starting to click. On day 30 was a big day. I went on a meeting on day 30, and I had been building with this customer, a Fortune 100 healthcare customer in Nashville, HCA. This guy was a big user, and he had 7 reps. Now, his plan was not to give them to me exclusively, but I knew that if I got these 7 reps and I filled every single one of them, that I would break 10K. So I sold like my career depended on it, because my career literally depended on these reps. And we should always sell for the exclusive no matter what you're doing, like your career depends on a rep. This customer, he could tell that I was so passionate. I mean, I gave him every single reason to give me this exclusive, and he did. So I took the reps back to the office and we got recruiting. 29, 28, 27. We got some offers, but we still needed a few more, and time was going fast. 19, 18, 17. On day 16, we locked up all the starts. Now we just need to get them in the door, right? We still got stuff to do. Day 10, 9, 8. I can't make this part up, guys. Day 7 was a Monday. On day 7, this was the day I was walking in my starts to HCA. Can you guys imagine the Sunday scaries that I had the night before? Oh my God, I'll never forget that. But I had the confidence, right, that these starts were gonna go in the door. So I woke up on day 7, and I ripped off that number 7. I went to HCA, and every single person showed up. Now, I just needed them to work through the week. It keeps going. 6, 5, 4, 3. Day 2 was a Monday. Everyone had made it through the week. Everyone entered their hours. I wake up on Tuesday morning, and I look at that number 1, and I started crying in my kitchen. Because I knew when I peeled off that number 1 that the hours were going to get approved that day, and I was going to hit 10K. So I peel off that number 1, I walk into the office, I broke 10K today, and I call it 10K Tuesday. This experience, right, it was so rewarding, humbling. I learned so much, but it was a fantastic reminder in the difference in giving 100% and 95, right? What if I would have been giving 100% every single day before the 90-day countdown? Would it have taken me that long to hit 10K? Probably not. And when I hit 10K, I realized, yeah, I can do this. I can sell. I can do whatever I put my mind to because I'm motivated. But what really motivated me to do that was Max. So later on, I'm promoted to sales manager, and I'm so excited. Sales management is my dream job. And I'm going to be working alongside Leslie, Ashley, and Mike Manila. With the timing of everything, though, we didn't realize Leslie would actually be going out on her first maternity leave, and Mike would be going to run the Pittsburgh office during my first month of sales management. So I'm going to be running the office alone, 24 years old. I'll never forget this day. It was a Q2 wrap-up, and I was so excited, right? You guys know sales managers, we prep for these things. We want to make them super impactful. Everyone is excited. I had all the personal, professional, financial accomplishments written down on this P-zone, and I'm standing at the P-zone, and I'm gripping the board, and I cannot start talking. I'm terrified, right? I'm looking at these 20-plus account managers, 30-plus recruiters at the time, and I was really scared to be running the office by myself. I realized that if we were going to make Nashville successful, I needed to give Nashville my 100%. Even though I was 1 month into sales management, even though I was alone, I needed to give it my full effort. So again, I was vulnerable. And I started crying at the Q2 wrap-up, and I just said to the office, guys, I'm really gonna need your help. And the office was amazing. Everyone was so excited. We were growing as a family. We did it together. I mean, those 2 years in management in Nashville, I will never, ever forget. And it was really something special because I always had Max as my purpose. But that day, during that Q2 wrap-up, I also had Nashville. My purpose had grown. I was driving home from work that night, and I called Max. Not because I wanted to talk about work, but just wanted to catch up, and he could tell something was wrong, so he dug in, and I just told him that I was feeling a little bit overwhelmed by the responsibility at hand. I was so scared to let these people down. He was really, really sweet over the phone, but he sent me 3 text messages after this conversation that I will never forget. The first one said, "You got this, don't let me down. No pressure." The second one said, "I love you, boss lady." And the third one was a photo of Oprah. And once again, I realized that I was going to be okay. Nashville was going to be okay because we have Max. There might be some people in this room thinking, okay, Elizabeth, that's kind of an obvious purpose, right? And you know what? You're right. I'm so lucky to have Max Musser as my purpose every single day. But the point that I want to get across is that every single person in this room has a purpose. As humans, we are malleable, right? We have the ability to change, to grow, to gain perspective, to persevere, to be whoever we want to be or whatever we want to be. But it is in the million little decisions that you make every single day that make up the difference. It's the decision to give 100%, not 95. It's in having confidence even when things are hard. It's in not making excuses. It's in understanding that there's an art in learning and that there's beauty in failure. It's in the decision to be motivated by something greater. This purpose, right, it can come from your past, it can come from your future, it can change as you grow, but if it's not deep enough to your core, that every single morning when you wake up, you think about it, if it doesn't motivate you to dominate your own 90-day challenge, right, if it doesn't light your fire, then it's not deep enough. Ask yourself why again and again and again until you find the type of purpose that I'm talking about. If every single person in this room can marry this type of purpose with 100% effort and grit, we will be unstoppable. I challenge you guys to identify your purpose. So, I obviously needed to maximize on the opportunity that I have on stage here today. There's someone in my life that I owe a really big thank you to. On Christmas morning this year, I opened up a card, handwritten from my mom, and it said that Insight Global would be flying my entire family here to witness this moment. So, Mom, Dad, Catherine, Angus, Insight Global, can you guys please help me by giving the biggest welcome to my little brother, Max Musser.
We got a punch, we crank that 3 times for look. Why me crank it, why me roll? Why me crank that soldier boy and Superman that hoe? Now why me you crank that soldier? 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 Why me soldier boy up in the hoe? Why me crank it, why me roll? Why me crank that soldier boy and Superman that hoe? Now why me you crank that soldier? 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 Why me soldier boy up in the hoe? Why me lean and why me rock? Superman that hoe? Yeah, why me crank that Robocop? Super friend, now why me drop? Jocking on them haters, man. When I do that soldier boy, I lean to left and crank that thing. Now you, I'm jocking on your bitch ass. And if we get the fight, then I'm cocking on your bitch ass. You catch me at your local party, it's all cranky ass, man. Hey, this
That was pretty awesome. Max, I love you, bud. I wanted to take a moment today in front of everyone to say thank you. There's a lot of people in this room who have been impacted by you. Every time I have a hard day, or I go on a meeting, or I hop on a plane, or I get to share my story with someone, you're the reason that I do that. Thank you for everything. Everybody, give it up for Max Musser.